Yellow, yellow, yellow. Honey, we're back. I want to talk about a few things. Well, it's primarily the fact, having now been in this business for all these years, what I can definitely say is a great number of girls are just legitimately brain dead. Can you blame them? Yeah. Actually, you can. You can absolutely blame them, girl. What was I saying? You can blame them, and you should blame them. Blame those parents, the tenement home from which this bitch came. Blame the failed educational system. The spelling ain't spelling, and the math ain't mathing, bitch. Okay? So let's just call a thing a thing. These bitches are dumb. Then they want to get upset with you when you call a thing a motherfucking thing. Whether you be thing one or thing two. Girl, if you're thinking in this thing. Want to be mad with you because you decided once more to bounce like Olivia. Miss Thing, girl, I'm not having it with you tonight. Because, bitch, you tried it and you knew you was trying it. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Because you came into the audience wanting to heckle. That's what I'm saying. These bitches don't understand true art. True artistry coming from a true artiste, bitch. You girls don't understand. And true art only appreciates, girl, you, like that junk car, that la carcacha, honey, that limo, that jalopy which you're sitting on. One thing my girlfriend told me back in the day, he said, you slice 3 tires, not all 4, because the insurance only covers when all 4 tires get sliced, bitch. Yeah, girl, you're sitting on some bad juju. Rolling down a river like Tina Turner, bitch. No, ma'am. Wanna be upset with me, girl? No. Because you chose to come here and be a turd. Then when you treat them like that, they make it seem like, oh my God. Bitch, I'm one of the classiest bitches you're ever gonna meet. Okay? But you're not gonna make it seem like you understand Dolly Parton, but you can't understand me. Also, when she comes on camera and says, oh yeah, I got my whole look from a prostitute, you bitches say, oh, it's so endearing and so charming. She can sit up there, I love Dolly Parton, but girl, let's call a thing a thing. We're not playing tonight. Okay? When Miss Thing can sit up there, but what, I'm too much? Honey, it's never been too much, bitch. It's not serving me, the Spice Girls, too much. It's not enough, and sometimes it's just too much. It's giving Goldilocks if we was gonna put a classic to it. It's giving me just right. I don't care what you bitches said. Because the intellects, let me tell you something. The intellects love me, but it's hard for them to find me. Because, you know what I'm saying? They be off just and doing all kind of other things. But of course, it's these other low vibrational girls when they come around. I'm like, girl, shoe fly. Know where you're wanted. Horrible audience. You know what I'm saying? It's like, Miss Thing, you need to know your role in this plateau, in this great circle of life. When you come to the arena to see a real artist perform and to do what it is that she's doing, honey, there's participation, and then there's take this bitch out, because she's the whole energy is gone because of her. I mean, there's just some girls that truly are turds, and to me, when you're a turd, girl, who cares? Like, who really care about your feelings? Because, you know, to me, when you're decent, let's be clear. When I say decent, I mean, generally, you're a good person. I'm not saying everything you do got to be perfect. I'm not saying you got to be... You get what I'm saying? I think what I'm saying is very simple to understand. I think just be a decent person. It's not really hard to do that. It's like there's nuances because it's like different walks of life. But it don't matter about that. I think we all can understand the general principle. And so, to me, when it's the Dirt Queen and Kabuki Theater makeups that she got laced with lead, there is a problem going on. We're in the 2000s. So at some point, we're going to be in the 3000s, 4000s if these girls follow instructions. But that's not the point. The point is, honey, we're too far along for you to be coming with that caveman makeup. It's giving me very much so the progressive caveman, where she didn't understand what a wax was, and she didn't understand what a unibrow became, and she didn't understand how to get there. She was giving me that Tina Turner wig before she combed it out, bitch. Okay? Because everybody knows. I'm like, Oprah, when you put the wig on, actually it didn't look too bad on Oprah. But she didn't know when to stop jacking somebody's style, because once she saw, oh, Tina, now I see why you like this wig. Now, what you thinking? You about to rock the same Tina wig? Bitch, if you don't take this lady hair off, that was too much. Even though actually it was a cute look on, I'm not gonna lie, it was a cute look on Oprah. But go back, Oprah had her own style, so I didn't understand why. There was a point though where she had some horrible style. Because I do remember too, but to be honest, Patti LaBelle had some bad style too. Patti LaBelle, but you know what I liked about Patti LaBelle though? Patti LaBelle, she owned it. I feel like that really was who she was. I saw one interview with her where the hair was sitting up, giving me Bronner Brothers hair show. But I really believed her. Like, I felt, you know what? I really believe she's trying to, when she said what she said, I really want to try something new. I go with this. I really believed what she said. But Oprah, I was like, girl, how do we really know? I feel like with her, it was like, she was doing what she felt she had to do to be competitive. Like, what's the look that's going to be the look of the time to keep me current? Because one time she showed up, although, when she showed up on Dave Letterman all the way back in the 80s, bitch, when she was still kind of like fresh with it, that audience was horrible. See, it couldn't have been me, because I would have cussed all the niggas out, and it would have been what it was going to be. And girl, I would have been getting the press either way. And even if this crowd does turn against me, it's just going to show. Look at how all these white niggas turned against this black woman on stage. Like, it was just going to boost her up either way. But she had to give the girls Barbara Walters. I was like, girl, you up here looking like Michael Jackson serving us Barbara Walters. You are too confused. You need to put Dave and this audience in their fucking place. Because that would have been me. I was like, you ignorant, low-brow motherfuckers. You can't even understand what I'm saying. Okay? And you wanna know why? Because you a dumb, pie-eating bitch. All you bitches care about is chili and stupid shit. Fuck all you hoes. Where was she, in Chicago? I would say, girl, fuck all you bitches, because guess what? I have a large enough audience of white girls with some money and with some class, dignity, and grace. They're not coming in here with the shenanigans. This bitch is sounding real dumb. So the fact that y'all are cheering him shows me that really, fuck all you bitches. Girl, I probably would have said it more classy, but I would have gave that kind of energy like, girl, please. What's the boo to me? Bitch, my whole life, bitch, has been trying to boo and make it seem like, no, it's not my night. Bitch, it was my night. And you bitches not going to get away with not giving me my crown, my due, and my reward, and my cash prize. Honey, Miss Thing, girl, you're not going to play me for stupid up in here today. So these girls can't understand that, because when you come with that type of energy and attitude, back to Patty, bitch, I got a new attitude. These girls can't take. But I'm like, Oprah, that's the time where you really could have cut the fool, but you didn't. I guess in her mind, she was like, let me not disrupt my whole white audience. Because there was times where she was trying to give it back, but Oprah's not good on, because she let Ellen do that dumb shit to her too. Yeah, she did. She let Ellen do that to her one time. And I was, I vasculate with Oprah because I know, there's things she did that was good. There's a lot good. But then there's things with her that really aggravate me. But then, still, there are times I'm like, Oprah, you're not about to sit up here and let Ellen fucking DeGeneres clown you. What was it? Wasn't it even on her show? I don't remember whose show they was on. It was like when they was doing that dumb shit, like, oh, one legend and like, girl, let Ellen get it on her own. Oprah is the black queen of daytalk entertainment. Let Ellen get it on her own, because Ellen, you know what I'm saying? These bitches were trying to usher her in real tough. So let her get it on her own. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't like she was coming through for Star Jones. Or Sherry Shepherd. She did try to come through for Ayanna, so I'll give her that. But of course, when she come through for Ayanna, Ayanna may have softened up since she canceled her show. But from the time that show came back, y'all know how I feel about that, because I'm like, Ayanna, girl, the thing is, I'm sure you were trying to do good, but for me, as a Scorpio 2 no T, girl, I'm looking at this like, girl, you are, for everything what you just survived, couch surfing, bitch, you had the coins, lost the coins, bitch, you had divorces too, you had toxicity as well, and so to me, it just felt like there was no grace to a lot of her guests. I'm sure there was a few where she was giving them that, oh, put you in your bosom. But then there were those other episodes, which were the ones that I'm seeing, where people are like, really in the comments, that's what was killing me. Back to stupid audience. Because, for real. Because I'm like, how y'all not seeing this shit? How y'all not seeing how this lady really, first of all, you have to put the whole thing in a proper context. Because it's not even just how she's speaking with them. It's like, bitch, the audacity, the nerve, and the gall. Because had it not been for Oprah, who gave you that second chance at life when you tried to go behind her back with Miss Walters, and when Miss Walters put your show together, girl, the shit was not hitting on nothing. That was some bland potato salad and mashed potatoes, bitch, and it's 2 carbs. Give me better sides. You know? But it was like, no ma'am. You went away and because you came to Miss Sophia thinking you was going to give her ultimatum. Didn't you see the movie? How she knocked that bitch into a piano and hit the right key? Bitch, you forgot. So Oprah was like, well, Miss Thing, you know, if that's really how you feeling, go ahead. Let's see how Miss Walters does, because I actually know your flavor. Bitch, I'm the one who brought you on to begin with. So I will give it to Oprah. See, we got to give the credit where it's due. She did bring Ayanna on there. But then she want to bring this quack Dr. Phil. Because Ayanna was low-key a quack too, but at least she was more down to earth with it to an extent where it was like, this bitch, because to me, Dr. Phil had a number of times where he should have been clocked upside his head. How he got away with stuff, I'm like, child, please. I can never be on Dr. Phil because, honey, Miss Thing, I would have to let him have it. Like, girl, bye. You're not about to sit here with your bald head, and it's not even about you being bald, because there's plenty of legendary bald girls, but that particular one, it's like, no, you're not about to do that. You're not about to sit up here knowing damn well you a hot ass mess. This nigga is a mess. And it's the way he be coming at his guests. Because I'll be like, no, bitch, I don't like the way you talk to people. So, damn it, I'll be damned if I'm going to let you sit up here and talk to me crazy, bitch. Because you're not going to. Because this nigga be talking real crazy, real slick, and real grimy. He be up on there like, oh, be quiet, it's my show, bitch. I don't give a damn whose show. It could be anybody's show, bitch. I'm about to put my foot up your ass. You don't come talking to me crazy, it's your show. Bitch, well, I'm your guest. And this is not how you treat a motherfucking esteemed guest hoe. You don't treat me like I'm some motherfucking side show. No, bitch, I'm a guest. And you trying to cover my life and what I'm going through here, he come talking all fucking crazy. And then that little wife of his, I'm like, girl, please. I ain't buying it. Like, maybe y'all really are happy, but it's giving me, no, another fraud. We just don't know about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just don't understand what it was. Maybe it really is like that. But it's something about it that be making me feel like, I ain't buying it. But okay, fine. But I will give Oprah that. But I'm saying, Ayanna, you came on Oprah. And if Oprah was going to be like you, although there are times when Oprah is like her, where she be coming at her guests all crazy. When she came with Toni Braxton, that was the time, Oprah. When you came with Toni Braxton, you was coming real crazy. I'm like, Oprah, what are you doing? You know, because it felt like, Miss Thing, you was trying to be like, oh, what you mean you got some Gucci loafers and some Versace kitchenware when you're broke? I'm like, Oprah, girl, you doing way too much. For real. You doing way too much. It's like we could do an interview, girl, but it's the way you're conducting it that's really throwing me. Because, bitch, you know what you did. You know what you done, and you know how you done it. So she was up there like, oh, da-da-da. But in general, Oprah seemed to be, maybe she's just like Ayanna, and I just didn't watch her show. Because I always knew about her through my mom, and I would hear the show in the background, but I never really paid her no mind. But for the times when I do be studying her, I be like, she kind of coming with a weird ass energy. Because like I said, I think I talked about it on the podcast. That interview what she did with Whitney Houston, where she sat up there like, oh my God, there's this wonderful quote by the LA Times. And look how she did it. Like, to me, it's like the way she did it. Because even before she got there, I sensed the energy. Like, she gonna do something. Because I'm smelling it. It's just, she's wanting Whitney to be comfortable first before she does it. So it can maybe throw her off and give Oprah some sound bites to where she can really catch her in some foolery, how Diane Sawyer did. Where she got her up there talking about, if I spent $175K on some drugs, I want receipts. And to be honest, that was fair enough. Because that could be a tax return. I mean, I don't know how, I guess it'll be illegal, but I'm just saying, bitch, hey, sweetheart, look, he wants me to play with this toy man, but I'm working, Papa. I'm working, sweetheart. My kids are used to it, but he's not. I know, sweetie. I know, sweetheart. You're going to have to be hold on, I'm throwing this shit out here. And y'all better calm down with that toy. Yeah. So I'm saying, it's like, When Ayanna came on Oprah, However, Oprah is, I really can't speak to because I didn't research her as much. I have receipts on her, like things I've seen, but I don't really. It's for me. It'd be mainly Ayanna. Between the two of them, it'd be mainly like Ayanna that I'd be like. It's just some of the shit she be saying. But anyway, I'm sure she does do some good. Like everybody, most people do some good here and there. But it's just be the things that I be saying. I'm like, Miss Thing. But okay, when she came on Oprah, had Oprah would have carried with her how she carries with her guests, Oprah would have been like, no, you are dumb. Why would you go to Miss Walters? Why would you go to her when I told you? But Oprah was actually very gracious to her and really just let her slide through that interview because maybe she knew she was going to bring her back with a show. So she didn't want to really break her down, which that's smart. And that's also a benevolent thing to do. I'm not saying she's benevolent. I'm saying the act what she did. Because she really could have been like, no, girl, I gave you opportunity. You had money when I was working with you. I was putting money to your purse. And I don't do that for everybody, but I did it for you. And then you going to turn around and be like, I want more money. I want my own show. I'm leaving. So, girl, you went like Gladys Knight, but you caught the wrong train, bitch. You caught the red eye, bitch, into motherfucking where did you go? Actually, that's the question for the interview, because where did that flight take you? It's like, girl, where did you go? So my conversation goes like that, but Oprah came at her more like, yeah, we had, like, she was softballing her and then letting Ayanna hit her with, oh, Oprah, what was I? And that's what I'm saying, because she hit her with that, oh, Miss Winfrey, girl, I had money and then I suddenly was broke. I'm like, girl, that shit ain't gonna work. Because, bitch, you be coming at your guests real greasy, like, I don't want to hear you a bad mom. I be like, what on earth? For real. Because she be like, slamming down them hands. You know what I'm saying? But maybe since she ended that show and she don't have to have the pressure of ratings, she can be a little bit more endearing. Hey! No more talk. I'm working. No. It's okay, Finny. So, I'm like, Miss Thing. Miss Girl. No, ma'am. But like I say, that to me, it just shows me through the TV selections, through the music, through just everything that is currently in the world. In general, audiences can be stupid. I'm praying for the day, which actually I know the people I'm hanging out with now will be like, stop saying it like that. And that is true. I'll say it more like this. Things are being set up by God's grace to where I have an opportunity to hopefully carve my little area out, because Miss Thing, I'm going to go as far as God will allow me to. And a lot of really crazy things have been happening. Like, it's just crazy. Maybe one of these days I'm going to feel comfortable to talk about things more freely. And not only just that, but maybe even eventually, slowly. And I'm not allowing 1,000 girls to be with me. You know, like, oh, let me join her too. We gonna do this thing real slow, one girl at a time, and see how that goes. And as soon as it be some bullshit, I'm shutting it all the way back down once more. You know, it's just, that's how it go to be. You know what I mean? It's just how it's go to be. You know, after so long going a certain way, you know, you reckon that, you know, you just got to lay it down and let it be what it's going to be. At some point in the conversation, mate, you got to just put it all out there and let it land where the chips may. If you want crisp, we can do those as well. But bottom line is, you know, I'm wanting to find my crew. I'm wanting to find my people. I'm wanting to find the people that understand me in the wide array of colors that I come with. So that's what I'm looking for. These bitches can't take me. They never could take me, bitch. They couldn't take me when I was just giving it to you in the King's English, when I gave it to you in Espanol, when I serve you Arabian Nights, bitch. These girls cannot take. You never could take. Plain and simple. You couldn't take me then. You certainly cannot take me now. Honey, I am Miss Thing. The girl. So we're not going to play those games. Girl? Sweetheart? For what? Why? Please. That's how you... See, they don't like when you do it like that. They be like, who this motherfucker think he is? See how they pick and choose? But you'll let a bitch who really don't have a real energy like that, you'll let her come up there be a fraud and you'll eat it up. You'll know why? Because maybe you can sense your fake ass in her. Maybe you're fake just like her. So that's or him. And so, or them, because you know these girls these days. But I'm just saying, girl, it's something there where it's like, oh, I'm fake like that bitch too. I'm messy just like her. That's why I want to keep exalting bullshit. So when a bitch like me come through and you can see this bitch is really saying it. And she really is that bitch. Like, in the sense of, girl, I am who I am. And I am the legend, girl. No matter if you like it or don't. Oh, you don't like it? Oh, you don't know the history? It don't matter about you know the history, bitch. Because even if the history was totally erased, I still would be me. And then from the girls who still are alive and living, girl, understand they gonna rewrite as much as they can call to memory. They would still bring me back to life, bitch. Despite you and what you want. So it don't matter about that, girl. I'm still her. You gonna find out. You're going to see before long. You bitches can't take. I said these other girls, they can't take. They can't take. They never could. You never could. Sweetheart, you are left outside in the cold. Because you didn't RSVP, bitch. You didn't get the invitation. You didn't have an option because, bitch, we already knew what you was coming with. Bullshit. Always come up here mixing shit up. Coming with drama. Coming with the drama. Always. Girl, learn when you come to the auditorium to shut up. There's a time and place for the shenanigans, bitch, and you don't know when to pick your spots. That's your problem, sweetheart. Learn. Why won't you simply learn and do right like Spike Lee told your ass from the very beginning? Do right, Dr. Maya Angelou says. But you're never going to do right. Will you? Don't like how I can like shift gears like that. I'm like, girl, because I'm an artist, bitch. You bitches don't have a brain mindset to understand. For the girls who don't understand, my legends know who they are. The girls who understand artistry know what I'm saying. Okay, whether they are artists themselves or just appreciators of the arts. Understand me. They understand. But these other girls, who are they? Okay, those girls are the girls. Everybody, y'all can't see it, but everybody is just beneath me, just doing the most right now. Like, the most. All this breathing. That's so funny. You know, and I remember when I was real little thinking, why do I feel like I don't need to breathe? Like, no, but for real. Like, why do I feel like it only started recently where I felt like I had to breathe? If I know that sounds crazy to say, but I felt like I had a sense that before a little bit, I wasn't breathing. And I was alive, but I just wasn't breathing. It was like, why do I feel like I have a sense that I was walking around with a consciousness, but that I wasn't breathing? Maybe that was in the womb. I don't know. But I just remember thinking like, young. I remember thinking like, why do I feel like I have to breathe? I remember holding my breath like, I felt, there was a time where I didn't have to do this. And I can vaguely remember that sense. It's just funny how when you really come into life, how it's like the other life, how you learn new things like in this other life, and then you don't remember most of it, I'm sure, but it's just funny. I'm about ready to wrap up. I just want to come and talk about that because I don't know, I was just doing some work, blah blah blah, chilling, hitting these pins, and I realized, wow, you know what, let me come back here with a post and really just talk about, okay, well, what is a dumb audience? Because this don't apply to audiences as a whole. I'm talking about, the only bitch who would be mad about this video would be a bitch who knows in her spirit, And when I say her, bitch, that could be male or female, because bitches be in their feelings. I'm like, no, you know me. If the motherfucking shoe fits, we can call it a glass slipper or a pumpkin. I don't give a fuck if you a Shaq-sized bitch, because we gonna make it fit regardless if it's true. But that, but that Cinderella really cracks me, because this bitch was really trying to lie. Can you imagine knowing she lying? Like, you don't think they was gonna ask you to lift that ugly skirt to see if the whole foot was inside the shoe? She's like, wow, it really does fit like a charm, like a glove. Half this bitch foot's hanging out the back of the shoe. Bitch, you are crazy. Try to stand in it, bitch, and watch how the glass split inside this bitch foot. All that weight on that glass slipper, bitch, that shit would have split into the top of this bitch foot, because she playing. That's your karma. Stand on, by royal decree, stand on, because that's the part of it, bitch. You don't get to just sit, walk in this hill, because the bitch who actually fit and had the proper measurements to not, because the good witch, when she gave her the slippers, she understood this bitch weigh about X, Y, and Z. So I'm gonna put, and when she danced, she probably gonna put around this much pressure to it. So I'm gonna reinforce the heel for her. But to any other bitch that wanna cram her foot, especially her with them Fred Flintstones, bitch, are you serious? You know that shit ain't gonna work. She was, and the mother was really trying to make it happen. Like, okay, let's just say the shoe did fit. Okay. Do you think when your daughter would have came back to the carriage, back to the palace, what you think was gonna happen? The man was gonna marry her anyway? That negative. Bitch, we never saw that part because it didn't happen. But I can tell you now, had she would have rolled to that castle in that carriage and the door would have swung open and that bitch would have came out, heads would have been rolling. It would have given me very much so guillotine, bitch. Guillotine. And bitch, it would have called for that, because this to me now is treason, bitch. What are you conspiring? Why are you trying to trick me into thinking you some other bitch you know you're not? Because I know the bitch that I saw and you're not her. So see, that's me saying it, but Disney of course couldn't tell like that. So but anyway, but I'm just saying, let this bitch stand in the hill. Let's see how comfortable it really feels for her. And bitch, the weight would have hit that shoe the right way. That once the one piece of glass would have broke, the whole shoe would have fell apart. And bitch, she would have had a piece of glass all the way up into the top of her head. And she would have deserved it. But of course, how would you explain the glass cutting her up and no blood coming out? So Disney's not going to take you that far. But I mean, and I guess, like I said, by him telling her to lift the skirt, avoided all that. But I'm just saying, like, just to really see how far this dumb bitch was going to press it. I start to say, why didn't them shoes turn back into dirt? You know what I'm saying? But maybe the witch knew, or maybe the good witch. She's the fairy godmother. Maybe the fairy godmother knew. She saw ahead to the future to understand, okay, the shoe's gonna come off. This is how the prince is gonna find her. Like, maybe she set it up to be a fairy tale. Because otherwise, I'm like, bitch, where you really messed up was the shoe fell off. You would have been better, or the shoes didn't turn back to whatever they were before. Banana pills, bitch, whatever they started as. So to me, it makes the whole concept fall apart, unless she was just planning it out like everything but the slippers were gonna go away, because I knew this would happen and she would get swept up. But I planned ahead. Okay, but if the shoe would have turned to banana pills, really the movie still could have worked. I mean, I guess no, it still would have worked. It would have been just as romantic, because had he, the prince, been like, I don't give a damn, I'm going to find her. And when I'm going up and through this town, and let's just say, like, then they could have really had a story for him in there, where it's like showing his vigorous love, like how he fell underneath this whimsical, beautiful spell of a love, and how he was really out there, gallivanting. But realistically, I don't even know he went out there. Didn't he send his butler? So, but anyway, the movie is still beautiful. The story is still beautiful. I'm just explaining that. See, that's why I be feeling like Disney would have appreciated me, because when he would have told me a story, I would have said, you know what, Mr. Disney, perfect. But you wanna know something? We can make this story a little bit more strong right in these three pockets. Because I feel we're missing opportunities when we don't put this here, or when we don't take the time to really detail this, because this is something that could be subtle, but really could be pivotal as so far as explaining the transition from this point in the character's age to that point, or from this moment to that moment. Like, you understand what I'm saying? I think Disney would have really loved my ideas. I could be wrong, but I mean, because we won't know, but I think he would have. I think he would even have me on a few soundtracks, bitch. He probably would have had me do voiceovers, come up with some stories, because, bitch, once he would have heard some of the ideas I come up with, he would have been like, bitch, we need to turn this to a cartoon. I said, oh my God, Mr. Disney. I'll put a film together. I mean, it really is silly how the ideas really do just come to me like that. So maybe when these bitches get off a strike, they'll call my phone. Because they need some fresh ideas anyway. So I figure once you get the money right, it'll be the perfect time for me to come up in there and slap down some ideas where we can get some freshness back into the entertainment. Because, gee willikers, this should be boring. Don't get me wrong, there's some cute stuff, but I just feel like at this point we're really scraping the bottom of the barrel into the sand, bitch. Like we didn't carve the hole through the barrel. Now we are at the beach in the sand. Okay, so it's just too much. And I think people like me are an asset in environments that are creative. It's just a no-brainer. So we'll see what happens. But I have other things cooking. And this time, like I said, I was talking to my very close friend and I was explaining. Well, I won't go into that, but it was a great conversation. And last night was a great day. I'm not gonna go into. I'll save that for my podcast. So please do become a patron on today and support the arts. Yesterday was a very cool day, and I'll save that. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and kiki and just. I don't know why that thought hit my head, but I said, you know what? It's been a minute since I actually recorded a video and gave like a production. You know, a production to the girls. And so, here I am. As always, these girls can never take. They couldn't take me then. I'm telling you, it's like, bitch, you couldn't take me when I was in my formative years from like birth, from pregnancy, till I'm 5, till I'm 10. Thought it would have changed by 15. 20, 25. You couldn't take me through 27. 28 into my 30s. These girls could never take. Never take. Girl, you can never take. The proof is in the banana pudding. And believe me, my mother's recipe is the best. I know everybody thinking, oh girl, mine. Although she was so like, oh, I don't care about that. I'm like, I care about it, mommy, because everybody love your banana pudding. Oh, Mr. Brenda, can you bring some of your banana pudding to the thing? They love the other things she cooked too, but they was definitely asking for some banana pudding. I'm like, girl, do not give away the secret. Oh, I don't mind. I'm like, mommy. Because you could have made some money off of that. But I guess we both was looking at it like that because she used to tell me you could really make money doing other people's locks. You do your own so beautifully. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And all this other stuff. And, you know, you could really, that could be an extra income for you on the side, is what she was explaining. I'm like, I don't really, but see, I don't love doing hair. See, that's where another bitch who don't know me is going to be like, Migra, you could have been doing some hair. Now, if I would have liked doing hair better if I would have went to hair school and was actually doing like the wigs, the weaves, and then I could do some locks too. But I want to do some shit where I can like really go into some creativity and give this bitch a whole like. But obviously it wasn't in the cards. I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? So, but someone's gonna say, "Oh, you should have did that. You should have did that." It's a lot of things I could have did. Bitch, I could have went to school for law. Really, I really could have been a lawyer. I really could have been a great lawyer too. And it's really no shade. I just could have been. Like, it's too many things. But I decided my true... There's a lot of things I can do great. But where my heart is really the most passionate and where I feel the strongest as far as my mission is with my art, my music. You know. And so, through all the struggles, all the disappointments, ups and downs, that's the one thing I've stuck with consistently through my life. So, that's how I know too. So that's what nobody can tell me, because music has carried me through everything. I mean, what part of my life has it not carried me? So, yeah. But like I said, this was just for a kiki for the girls and boys of the world who remember that mother always knows best. And when it comes to mama, when You're good to my mind. Mama's, you know she's good. So good, doom. So good, doom, doom. So good to you. Mama's good to you. Girl, we just be playing around, but these girls know deep down inside, oh, he was kicking. But there's some musicality there, bitch. Girl, shut up. Why do you lie? Why do you lie to yourself and others? Bitch, you know I have some talent, girl. I have a lot of it. So, the truth is coming out. Like Diana Ross, I'm coming out. But the don't, bop, 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 bop. I'm coming out. Bitch, I'm coming out. And you're not about to have me locked up like Akon. Bitch, what year did you think this was? What was this supposed to be? 2007? Serve me Akon, I'm locked up. Won't let me out. Bitch, you didn't have to let me out. Because I have the keys. God explained to me how to get them. I've gotten them, bitch. You can keep me... Especially not Akon. Especially when I saw him on the blogs talking about some... bitches are always trying to keep up appearances. I will say, when they posted that picture, I'm like, did he get a hair job? I'm not against it if he did, but they should have made it look more realistic. Because that one was like... I mean, was his real hairline really like that? Like, where it was literally just... Because to me, that looked like a Star Trek hairline. It's very... We're going on a journey. How did they open that show up? Because that shit is just so clean, like the spaceship. I'm like, it's the way they cut that line across, bitch. It served me real... Star Trek fleet, bitch. And it's the whole fleet. Because... that hairline, I'm not actually against it. Even if it was a fake haircut wig, like I've seen those, bitch, that's what I'm saying before when I was explaining. You don't got no reason for your wig not to be right. Because we in the 2000s now. I don't even need to say a year because this gonna stand to the end of time. Inshallah. May Allah allow. So whatever year you come to this, bitch, it's gonna still be valid. Because if you come to this 2133, bitch, I bet you it still stands. And I bet you bitches gonna still be talking about how dumb these girls are. Oh, no, that's not gonna be the case? Well, when this come out, when the film is still going in 2133, yeah, come back and find me, girl, because I'll sure enough find you. Oh. She didn't expect me to hit her in the future. See, bitch, I already know who you are. I already know who you are, girl. I already know you. So it's really not hard for me to jump through the time loops to really explain to you something back then to now. Because really, what's the future, what's the past? Especially when you have a bitch like me. See, these bitches can't take me. They can't keep up with my intellect, my spirituality, my humor, my candor. Bitch, you can't do it. You're not doing it right. Because you don't have the ingredients, the seasoned spices, and herbs what are required to make the medicine. The medicine that is truly good for the soul. You don't have the accoutrement to make the croissant. Talking about chocolate croissant. Bitch, we get no croissant. Croissant? We're not getting nothing because, bitch, you don't even have the proper tools to make the shit what you explained. Oh, you about to do some Pillsbury Doughboys? So, okay, that's fine, but then say that, sweetheart. We not coming here from no handmade. You made it seem like, oh, I'm about to make biscuits and all this other stuff, and I got my grandma recipe. This is not grandma's recipe, or if it is, this is not grandma's recipe. Like, if this is what grandma did, it's still not her recipe just because you ate it from her. Bitch, it's out the can, and that's fine. But then say that. Because when you come with girls like us, and we're bringing the plate to you, bitch, no, we really did give you handmade pasta. You don't know about that. Okay, we gave you. So that's it. That's all. That's the whole conversation what needs to be had, because, bitch, you knew. See, confirmation. Okay, alhamdulillah. Yeah. They be like, oh. And bitch, you wasn't even up on game, because even if you was going to put together a plate like that, Miss Thing, you really should have started the night before. Because a bitch like me and my girls, honey, we're starting the week before, bitch. Because when we're throwing a dinner party or a luncheon or a soiree, bitch, you best believe it's going to be with a fine-tooth comb. And we're going to put the point right on it just so, bitch. You hoes can't take. So the whole reason why, when you wanted to do it the way you wanted to do it, at least you got to lay out the biscuits. You know, let the meat thaw out. But you can't have it frozen on the day of. Because we're going to understand that it was thawed and burned. What happened to the champagne? I thought you said bottomless mimosas. We've hit the bottom and the drinks have stopped flowing, bitch. Bad luncheon. You're not a good host. You were supposed to have this shit together. And you knew it wasn't together, but you did it anyway. And I would have been like, oh my God, ladies. Oh my God. Y'all would have said something, bitch. I'm not going to have these girls come to my home and I know I'll have enough food to feed these bitches, especially when I just order everything in to a group of girls who will do it from scratch. Oh no, ma'am. Bitch, you should have had Mr. Childs on the line the night before, bitch, to just order this shit and be like, girls, I love you down. Here's some gift bags and here's the food from Mr. Chan's. You know what I'm saying? Wherever we was gonna get the motherfucking food from. Cause see, the way I'm moving about it is like this. No, bitch. If I really knew I wasn't cooking for you bitches, but you knew I loved you anyway, then bitch, it's like, I'm just gonna tell you up front what it served. Like, bitch, let me tell y'all, bitch, I got y'all some legendary Ruth Chris. You know what I'm saying? I never ate there, but I know the girls be going crazy over that shit. So I'm like, I got you some legendary Ruth Chris. You bottomless mimosas. Okay, so shut up. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's all it is. And we will have a good time, Kiki. And that's what it's going to give. But I'm not going to make it seem like, oh, it's that. I'm the girl who's giving that. If I knew that's not what it was giving on that night. So it shows me that you was a fraud. Because now we really are upset with you. And it's not because you didn't cook the plate. It's because, bitch, we could have, for all of this, we really could have just went to IHOP. And just, because at least at IHOP, we really could have got a bottomless mimosa. You wasted our time. But see, that's what I'm saying. They can't take how we can hydraulic from category to genre into any station you want, bitch. The frequency is very real and alive. These girls are upset about it. Like, why? Why be mad? Why be mad? Oh, sad when I'm channeling. Why? See, I'm giving you mariachi. Why be mad or be sad when I'm channeling? When I'm channeling. So anyway, we about to go. Do become a patron on today. I'm feeling good. Like I say, slowly but surely, I'm coming back into form. It's. I got my TikTok. I still haven't become active because I'm still trying to figure out how I want to direct that. And if there's any girls with creative ideas that are feasible to where I can initially do them on my own, to where, because if you throw in things to me where it's going to require, a team and all this other stuff, you know, we're developing that. But I don't have people who can literally just be like, oh, it's a shooting day. Maybe I will soon. Because, I mean, hey, everybody be good. But right now, like I said, it would need to be feasible in creative ways, in particular, to get my music out there. But in any way to really just get the brand out there, the areas that are really true and good, but that, you know, really haven't been really appreciated or valued as they should be, in particular, really all my entire career, but in particular these last few years. So yeah, we're definitely doing a Phoenix Rising moment, girl, and who else to give you that beyond me? Like, no, I'm sure let's be clear, there will be other girls. There's just, but we're not gonna act like I'm not one of them. That's the conversation that I'm explaining, girl. We're not gonna act like, oh, Miss Quadir, no, not her, girl, not her. What are we hearing? So, yeah, we're gonna leave on that note. I feel like I have said all what I need to say, and so on that note, we're gonna go and we're gonna close this thing out in my way. Via Seblan, Ja'ali and the best will always come through. And as always, until next time, baby, that's it. That's all there is. All right, baby. Oh, what, you thought I forgot, bitch? Girl, I was gonna do it when I was ready. Goodbye and good night.
Release your mind, and everything will be just fine. You're right.